Hey everybody, Coach Warner coming to you here from Desert Oasis High School. We are going to be completing the fourth of the 4 workouts that we had for you this quarter. Today's workout is going to be more of a full body workout. We're going to start with the dumbbell fly, then we're going to go over to the bent over dumbbell row, the deadlift, an exercise called foot over toes. I'll explain that once we get there, and then the last one is going to be burpees. We're going to do each of those exercises for about 60 seconds, so a minute. We're not really going to break in between each of the exercises, but we're going to do each of those exercises for about a minute. So at the end of the 5th exercise, we'll take a small break, 3-5 minutes, and then we'll go on to our second set. We're going to do 3 sets of 5 exercises at 1 minute each. So exercise or workout time is going to total about 15 minutes with a couple of minutes in between sets. So your workout total is probably looking around 20 minutes somewhere. So short and sweet. Let's get right to it. We're going to start with the dumbbell fly. Now you'll notice that I have a couple weights here. I know that many of you don't have weights at your disposal at home. I chose 8-pound weights today for a very specific reason, and that is because a gallon of milk or a gallon of water weighs about 8.5 pounds. So if you feel like you're going to need a little bit of resistance today, you can choose something along those lines. I think one of the large cans of soup weighs like a pound and a half, maybe around there somewhere. If you can find something, anything around your household that is in between those two, if you need a little bit of a bigger challenge, that's fine. But choose something that's going to be appropriate for you. For the dumbbell row, you're going to lay down on your back. I hope you can see me all right in the camera, kind of staring at my timer over there. You are going to start with your body flat on the back. My feet are flat against the ground. That brings my back closer to the ground and makes me a little bit more comfortable. If your feet are extended, you're going to have a little bit more lumbar curve, and it's not going to be quite as comfortable. So feet flat on the ground. I'm holding the weights extended over my head, and then very slowly and controllably, I'm going to go down just above the ground and bring it right back up. You're going to feel your chest muscles or your pectorals contract. And you're just going to go slow and controlled for 1 whole minute. You're going to feel more tension as you get closer to the ground, obviously. Should be feeling the tightness or the contractions also near your armpits a little bit. And let's do one more. And back up. Good. All right, moving on to our second exercise. Our second exercise is our bent over dumbbell row. So I'm going to face you so you can kind of see what's going on here. But I'm going to have my feet about shoulder width apart. My back is pretty straight. I'm doing my best to keep it parallel with the ground, making sure that I don't hunch over or curve my spine, right? Holding the dumbbells in my hands, full grip. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my head in a neutral position, and I'm going to pull up towards my armpit. Again, doing your best to keep your back straight as you're doing your workout. You're going to bring those hands up just outside of your armpits. I'll demo this from the side as well. Feet shoulder width apart, lean forward, make sure your spine isn't curved or your back isn't hunched, and contract up, pull up. Keep an eye on my time. next one we're gonna do is your deadlift. Now, typically when we're here at school, we'll be using a bar usually for our deadlift. You can use your dumbbells just the same. I'll demonstrate from the front first. You're gonna, again, have your feet about shoulder width apart. Your dumbbells are gonna be near the ground. Again, I'm keeping my spine pretty straight. I'm about parallel with the ground right now. You're gonna keep your weights over the middle of your shoe, over the middle of your foot, okay? When you pull up, your hips and your shoulders are gonna rise at the same time and squeezing at the top. Again, keep the weights over your laces, hips and shoulders rising at the same time, and going back down. Always squeezing your glutes at the top. Your head should be in a neutral position as well. From the side. Keeping the weights over your laces. Warner, keeping an eye on her time. Couple more. And relax. The next lift, it's not really a lift, more of a body weight exercise, but is going to be an activity or an exercise called foot over toes. I'll demo from the front first and then I'll turn to the side so you can kind of see it too. But basically what you're going to do, you're going to probably ideally it would be for you to lean against a wall. Something that's going to keep you sitting upright, right? Hands on your thighs. We don't want our arms really supporting us because we want to try to engage as many muscles in our body as we can. So hands on your thighs. And all you're going to do is you're going to lift one leg as high as you can. Ideally, and you'll notice my flexibility is not so great, you're going to bring this leg up high enough so that your foot would be over your toe, okay, or higher than your toe, as high as you can get it. The goal today will be just for you to lift it off of the ground as high as you can get it, okay? So we'll do this for a minute, and you're going to alternate legs. Back straight, okay, core engaged, and then hands on your thighs. Here we go. You're really going to feel this engage your quadriceps. With time and adaptation, right? You should be able to lift your leg a little bit higher each time. Not each time this time, but as time progresses and we become more physically fit. We call these foot over toes. And relax. Burpees are next. Burpees have a couple variations. Burpees are hard for most people to do. They're intense. Do the best that you can, and I'll show you a couple variations if you need, okay? I should have showed you foot over toes maybe from the side. But when you're doing your foot over toes from the side, back is straight, and you're just lifting one leg at a time. Sorry about that. Your burpees, okay? Burpees are down, out, up, in, jump, okay? So for burpees, I'll demonstrate from the side first. You're gonna go down, out with both feet, in, jump. So down, out, in, up, jump, okay? If you wanted to add a variation where you didn't jump, that's fine. If you want to add a variation where you do a push-up when you go down, that's fine as well. So we'll go ahead and get started. Look at my time. I'm going to back up so my toes don't slip on the wood. Now I can stop here and just stand up if I want to. You can challenge yourself also by kicking your feet out farther and going a little bit lower. From the front, it's going to look like this. In, jump. And that is your burpees. I'll do a couple more. That is your first round. Take a couple minute break. We'll come right back. Round 2, here we go. Dumbbell flies. Waiting for my time to kind of hit like an even number for me. Here we go. About 25 more seconds. And one more. Here we go. Into our bent over dumbbell row. Check my time. on to our killer burpees. Here we go. I try to go so my feet hit the rubber part, otherwise it's a little slippery. Take your time. A lot of you can probably go a lot faster than Warner. That's okay. It's good. Woo! Workout number 4. Good job, you guys.